All right, everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the Smiling Grim Unicorn of Doom. My name's Thomas. Oh my God.
My name's Joe.
My name's Marquez.
All right, so Joe, you want to talk about your coffee? No. We're not. Well, I guess we can if you want.
No, it's not interesting.
It is. So today we're doing things a little differently. Here at XLR, you're sort of expected, and you expect it of yourself to come in every single week, and you're like, man, I want to make this show the best it can be. I'm going to plan out every single thing I'm going to say. I'm going to talk about it. We're going to make it interesting. We're going to make it fun. Or you could just come on our show and we just sort of make stuff up. Typically, we have a topic, some vague topic ready, and then we'll talk about other things in between. So think of it like coffee. So typically, we have we have a little bit of the black coffee and a little bit of the Irish cream. Yeah. The black coffee being the parts where we don't really know what we're talking about, but we're funny and we can make it work anyways. And then the Irish cream is what the substance, the meat of not the meat in the coffee, meat of the coffee, the coffee meat. So today we're just drinking straight black coffee. I mean, we're with a little bit of honey, almond, whatever the heck you said.
That was very well woven together. It was a nice piecing of a pre-contextual show discussion with the
because I think everyone really did want to hear about your coffee, and
my coffee was not as expected when it was given to me, and I was explaining it to Marquez, and Marquez recommended that we talk about that for the show, despite the fact that it is tremendously uninteresting.
we could just have a coffee talk. What is it, like a coffee shop talk? Coffee talk shop.
I realized that my microphone is incredibly wrong. Let me fix that.
You're very soft. I was about to say something.
Yeah.
You're soft.
I am so soft.
So
soft.
All right. So typically we do have a topic, but today I sort of woke up yesterday and was like, oh right. I've been busy. I have obligations, but not even that. I've just been sad. So I know.
I have obligations to being sad.
I'm not going to hate myself, it's not just going to...
Someone's got to do it.
Someone's got to hate me. Someone's got to hate me, and dang it, it's going to be me. So, there was a little thing that I was going to talk about. So, I use Facebook. I'm the only one here that, uses their Facebook.
Yeah.
And, I got this email. Well, okay, so let's preface this. I'm single.
Mm-hmm. I don't think that remarkably changes the situation.
No, it does because of it does. Why can't I hear myself echoing? Who's loud? It's probably my mic, actually. It's probably me. Okay, so you can still hear it.
Well, it's better than nothing.
Give me a signal. Every time you're about to sip your coffee, take off your pants, and I will understand what's happening. I don't see those pants coming off, Joe. So I'm single, and sometimes I just keep... ladies, I am single.
I was like, I don't see those pants coming off, Joe. So anyways, I'm single.
I wonder why. That's a whole different topic. But, what are you doing?
You didn't have to bring it up.
You can hear everything, Joe.
The challenge of being a radio show host with me on the show is you have to ignore what I'm doing.
If you just hear
I'm going to keep distracting you the whole time, and if you pay attention to me, it's not going to work out for you.
I just suddenly just hear and you're just like, don't bring it up. Don't bring it up. Doesn't matter. No, okay,
so far apart.
So I thought you said, why are your eyes so far? I was like, that's mean.
His eyes, the hand on my face.
So...
The hand.
I am single. And I mentioned that because, sometimes I got a message from a girl I didn't know, but she was friends with a lot of my friends on Facebook. I just realized the single thing has absolutely nothing to do with what I'm going to
That's what I was saying.
But I am single.
And my number is?
My number is 823. No. So I'm single. So I got no. So I got a message from one Emily Johnson. There wasn't much on her page, but I some people don't put a lot. Like I put a ton of, because Facebook allows you to like, what's your favorite music? What's your favorite? What are your hobbies? Where did you go to high school? Where did you go to college? Stuff like that. Like Instagram doesn't really have any of that. It's just whatever you choose to put. Facebook, it's like that's an option that you can put. So she didn't have a lot. All she had was that she was from Landrum, South Carolina, which is about 30 minutes away from where I live. And of course, when I was reading this, I didn't really read it thoroughly. So I was like, oh, Lander. Lander's not a city, but I just saw Lander. And I was like, okay, cool. And she's friends with several of my friends from here. So I was like, okay, cool. So I accepted her friend request. And then about an hour later, I got a message. And I was like, oh, no.
Oh, yes.
No, so I got a message from her that said, hi, how are you? With 2 question marks. And I was like, well, that's urgent, but okay. This is like 30 minutes later because I just got back. I said, this was at 9 o'clock at night, by the way. I was like, hello, good, how are you? Clearly, I'm a stud. And then she writes, I am very good, thanks. No punctuation. In fact, I do not think I know you, but I want to know you. Unless you do not have a problem, okay? And then at this point, I sent it to you, and I was like, hey, I think this is a bot. And you're like, yeah, this is definitely a bot.
See, he contacted the expert, the sensei. I think I mentioned in a previous episode that I am the
You
connoisseur.
told one of them.
Yeah, I told one of them. I am that was with the guy who wanted a picture of my face.
I wasn't there because the reason you told that story is because I
Yeah.
was coughing and I had to run out.
Yeah.
So I don't remember what you said. But the same effect is actually, she asked for the same thing, which we'll get to.
Yeah, it happens a lot. But he was contacting me throughout the earlier phases of this process because I am very familiar with bots and I have an addiction to messing with them for as long as possible. Or bots or scammers or anything like that.
Right. So, hey, Marquez, can you point your mic, like, not towards Joe? I realize that's what the echo is that... No, what?
Double Joe action.
Don't sip when... Double Joe action. So then he was like, all right, yeah, it's a bot. I was like, okay, well, cool. I don't normally get a lot of these. Normally on the bots I get from like Instagram, they just immediately send me like a picture. And I'm like, all right, nope, that's too much. This person was a little more tactful, a little more subtle. So I was going to like go into like a weird rant. Because I was like, that's such a weird, like, unless you do not have a problem, okay? So I was like, actually, I do have a problem. And then she said, I had your profile by the suggestion of friends of Facebook, and I added you because I find you cute, but I see very well that I am disturbing you. And my first thought was, she thinks I'm cute? And this... No, and the second part was like, all right, so here's what they do, at least from hearing stories of Joe. Here's what they do. They'll immediately get aggressive and be like, I'm going to leave if you do not do whatever. Because she keeps doing this throughout the conversation if I don't answer her question directly. That sounded bad. Just hear like a crack.
I'm trying to tighten it.
Yeah, that's good.
Wobbly.
So I said, oh, no, you're not just... So I was like, oh, let's see how long I can keep Mrs. Emily Johnson here. You know? How long can I keep her talking to me? Let me know when you're done. I just muted you. So I said, oh, you're not disturbing me. I'm sorry. You're from Landrum, right? Because I had reread her profile. She said, okay, thanks you. I am happy to meet you as friends. I lives in Landrum, South Carolina. And you? And I said, oh, for sure. I'm from Possum Kingdom, which is like a tiny little town somewhat near here.
Oh, that's real.
Wait,
Yeah,
I thought you made that up.
No, Possum Kingdom's a real city.
That's
a real
awesome.
town.
Kingdom.
Yeah. I'm from Possum Kingdom, if you know where that is, lol. And meeting up sounds totally poggers. Again, I am a master with women.
I'm single.
As you can see, I am single. But that's because they don't know what they're missing.
Yeah.
No, okay. And she said, nice.
Nice.
How old are you? Nice.
That's the sound.
She said, how old are you? And I said, instead of how old I am, I said, I must say, you are quite beautiful. Which, by the way, the picture, she does look pretty, but then we'll get to in a second. That's the only picture they seem to have of this person. And then I said, you are quite beautiful. And she said, thanks you. You too. Which my first thought was, she thinks I'm beautiful. The second thought is, well, then she asked, tell me, how old are you? And I was like, okay, that's a boring question. I'm going to ask you a question. And I say, before we meet up, though, I must inquire if you would be so kind as to what your favorite reptile is. I gotta know. If she says something dumb, like if she says a frog, which isn't a reptile, it can't work out.
You gotta leave her, bro.
Right. So that's a pre-screening for me, for getting to know me.
Yeah.
Is what's your favorite reptile? And she said, if you don't want to talk to me about something else, then leave me. I would just like to make new friends. This is the reason why I would send you a request then. If you don't trust me, for me, no more, block me. I was like, whoa, I'm just trying to make, I said, whoa, I'm just trying to make conversation. If I did something to offend you, I'm so sorry. Tell me, please, what did I do wrong? And you know how on Instagram you can like a post, you can like a message? She basically did that with the post that said, tell me how old you are. And then she said, that. So
That's actually interesting.
She really wants to know how old I am. So I said, oh, I see. I'm sorry. I thought that seemed a bit forward, but I am 29. How old are you? And 14. This is what... Don't make me look like a bad person in this scenario. So then, here's where things got a little steamy.
Yes.
So I was like, I'm 29. Then I sent her a picture. No. So then she said, I am 22 years old. Do you have a girlfriend or are you single? And I was like, oh, yes. And then I said, I'm whatever you want me to be. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then she said, I am single, heart. What do you do as work in life? And I said, wonderful. She said, I'm single. Wonderful. Now, I have to ask you a serious question before I answer yours. Like, so this is part of the conversation. I was like, so we'll take turns. Like, you ask me a question, then I'll ask you a question. I wanted to see if she would actually do it.
Yeah. You gotta test their limits.
She didn't.
Yeah, no.
I said, I'll ask a question, then you ask yours. Like, we'll take turns if that's okay. And she said, yes. Do you live alone or with your family? And I was like, no, you silly goose. I ask a question first, then you ask a question. Dealio? ? And she said, what?
Yes, I understand rules. I ask question, then I ask question. Why are you confused?
And I said, like, we take turns. I ask a question to you, you answer, then you ask a question to me. She said, why? And then didn't wait for me to respond, said, cool, what are you doing at the moment? And then tried to video chat me. So I answered, no. So I didn't answer. And I said, I was just responding to because, or why? Because you're asking a lot of questions. I just want to get to know you a bit more. And then I said, I do have a problem though. And she said, goodbye, so. I was like, wait. And then I saw she read it. So I was like, all right, here's my chance. This might be the last thing I get to say to her. I got to say something, you know? And I said, did you know the human anus can expand up to 8 inches in diameter? Isn't that wacky? And she said, yes, I understand, but what are you doing at the moment?
I already knew this fact, Thomas. Please.
And apparently she's cool. I mean, I still don't know what her favorite reptile is, though. Like, so we haven't crossed that checkpoint.
Yeah.
So
she's not it, man.
She probably isn't, but you know, I gotta try.
If she can't tell you her favorite reptile, just leave her. She's
That's
not
true.
It.
I mean, but I've been single for over a year. Like, I don't.
Thomas,
I gotta try.
Listen.
Look, sometimes the reptile thing, maybe that's a bit too forward. You know, maybe that's like a second date kind of thing.
No, listen. The reptile is like you said, it's preliminary.
Oh,
it's the
okay.
starting question. If they know what a reptile is, then you know what? They got some brain up here.
If they know what a reptile, that's what we're trying to figure. If I ask them what their favorite reptile is and they say an elephant, then that's just a problem.
Listen, they ain't got no brain. You gotta leave them with that. Leave them out the door.
So then she said, yes, I understand. What are you doing at the moment? And I said, just sort of dealing with some stuff, honestly. I mean, my parrot ran away the other day, and they were sort of my rock that kept me tethered to this material plane. But yeah, just listening to some Nickelback and drinking some chalky milk. Chalky milk make pain go away. And she didn't seem too concerned about my well-being or my use of chalky milk. And she said, I am now in bed. Oh.
Good night.
Good night, yeah.
Good night, sweet prince.
I am now in bed. Can I ask you a question? I was like, okay, that's a little forward. I mean, that's fine. And I said,
Oh, God.
I said, anything for you.
Yeah.
I said,
Yeah.
anything, my little doodle bob. No, even know. And she said, do you like sexy and hot girls? And I said, oh, more than anything. And then she sent me a picture of a completely different woman.
Yeah, that happened.
Not completely naked.
Yes.
Also not something I'm going to show on the YouTube version. In just like a bikini, like they look sad. They look. She looks like her mascara's running a little bit. Like she looks abused. She doesn't look happy.
That is the same.
Oh, I thought you said that is my girl.
That is the same person that the guy who wanted to see my face used.
Oh,
It's
okay.
the exact same video.
There are tons of pictures of girls. I don't understand. Why do they have to choose this weird, sad, like, abused girl?
Well, I got a video clip of her. It was like a 3-second clip of her like adjusting her phone, and then it turned off.
Oh, okay. But she sent this picture after I said, oh, I like hot girls. Hot and sexy girls.
Yes.
And she said, I see that you do not trust. Wait, what? I see that you do not trust. That's the reason why you do not want to be envied. I'm telling you,
Deep.
I'm telling you one thing, and I'm hot right now, and I miss sex, and I do it too, but you do not want anyone to know. Me too. I'm really trying to read this, but this is exactly what it says. Me too. I do not want that. So trust me too. I trust you. It remains between us. Okay? Question mark. Question mark. Question mark. And then I had to roast her a little bit
Yes.
because not only
Pickle cheek.
what did you just say?
Pickle chin.
Pickle cheek.
No, not no, but okay. Like not only do I gotta like here's the preliminary stuff. I like people who can make fun of me and I can make fun of them back, and I just like roasting people, and the reptile thing, of course. So then I respond. I hit her with, "Wait, I thought you asked if I liked hot and sexy girls. Why'd you send me a picture of you?" Boom! Roasted!
So how does she respond?
She replied, or she commented, or she liked the picture, the whole long paragraph that I just read to you, and said question mark, question mark. Then she said, listen to me, I'm really hot and I propose you his alone, and you are really cute. I just want a 5 minutes to the cam via Facebook, and I want it to stay between us two. Okay? Okay.
5 minutes.
The liking thing is unique. That's interesting. I've never seen a bot like their own messages.
I don't think it's a bot. I think it's someone who doesn't understand English
yeah.
fully. And then I said, listen, I don't know if I'm really looking for a relationship right now. I mean, don't get me wrong. You're completely average looking. And that's totally cool. But I'm still hung up on my parrot, you know? After all, you never forget your first time, you know? And then she said, yes. You are alone right now? I said, I mean, my wife's sitting next to me, so yeah. And she said, move. You go in the bathroom. Just 3 minutes, please, okay? And I said, okay, I'm in the bathroom. It smells like my mother-in-law in here. What now? And she said, accept my video call and show yourself. Okay, so the bots just want a video of you, I guess, so they can record and they can have more than just the one girl. Or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
exactly.
I don't know what they're gonna do with it. I mean, I don't know if they like sell it to like underground sites or if they use it for their own.
I don't want to know.
I don't know because that was the same thing that both of our people wanted. Is they just wanted video footage of us,
Which is really creepy. I don't know.
Yeah, that's strange.
That really makes me uncomfortable. And
Well, you responded to this whole interaction very differently than I did.
I never picked up the phone.
Yeah, it was a mistake.
Well, okay, so
They
then...
get really angry when you do and don't give them what they want.
So she said, accept my video call and show yourself, okay? And I said, do you want to see my anus expand up to 8 inches? And she said, accept now. I was like, oh, she wants to see. So then she called me and said, you call me now or not? And I said, do you want to see my anus expand? And she called me and said, answer. Okay, bye. And I said, wait, before you go. She said, call me now or leave me alone. And I said, did you know that the human anus can expand up to 8 inches, which means I'm finally above average at something? And she said, tell me now. You call me, yes or no? And I said, oh, you wouldn't believe it. I can actually go 10 if I really apply myself. And she said, call me now, just 5 minutes. And I said, 5? But you said 3 last time. What happened to the time, to where the time has now changed from 3 to 5 minutes? She said, but now, just 3 minutes, please. I said, oh, now it's back down to 3? I don't know if I can have this kind of inconsistency in my life right now, Emily. And she called me again, and I didn't answer. And she said, okay, goodbye. And I said, but I thought we had something special. And she said, bye. And I said, please. She said, leave me alone. I said, I need this. You followed me, and now I want to make it your problem. And she said, call me or leave me alone. I said, forceful. I like it. Well, I messed up, and I said, forceful. I likes it.
Likes it.
I like that forceful. So then she said, if you don't want to call me, leave me alone. And I said, but honestly, why do you want to call me? I'm quite ugly, and you're average, but I enjoy texting you. And she said, so goodbye. And I said, distance makes the heart grow fonder, Emily. You'll be back. They always come back. And then I blocked her. Yeah, thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Oh, he's stabbing.
So I don't remember how much I talked about my previous experience with a person, maybe even the same person, but a similar person nonetheless.
You don't have what we had.
Well, I picked up the phone.
Oh, okay. I was too scared. I was like,
no,
I don't know.
yeah, it's not a good choice. I mean, but
I was also using my Facebook, so I was like, okay, cool. Now they have access to like probably the most personal social media account I have.
They messaged me on like WhatsApp or like one of those apps, one of those other things.
Yeah.
So it's all about knowing the limits and like what they actually want. So they want to see my full face on a camera. So what they got was like this like tiny corner, like the slightest bit of my left eye in the corner, like 4 pixels, and I just waved at them and then hung up. And then they were like, what was that? And I was like, that was my face. Isn't that what you wanted? And they were like, no. And so I did that for a long time. But I do have a different discussion that happened recently that I sent to my friend that I was showing Thomas for a reference. Now, I need to see if I can figure out the order that these were sent in.
Okay, so let's listen to one song, and we'll be back in a few minutes. Emily, if you're listening, please come back.
This one's for you, Emily.
This one's shout out to Emily. You can blame it all on me, baby. Oh, I thought we were just gonna go.
I don't know the rest of the words.
I don't know.
I don't think does anyone. Is there a rest of the song? Is the song just like 15 seconds of just
Baby, come back.
It's just that over and over again for 15 minutes.
We'll just do
Baby. All right, we'll see you guys in a minute.
For my people.
All right, welcome back to the Smiling Ram Unicorn of Doom. Welcome to the Smiling Ram.
So I get.
How's it good, boy? Do it again. Be funny.
Yes, the smiling bird.
Smiling Doom, which is this dose tune.
All right.
God. Sorry for the listeners with headphones.
Oh, I can make him sorry. No.
So I get to tell my phone and bot story.
Do you?
If you let me, yeah.
Okay.
So I think this person was a hacked account because their profile seemed a bit more sturdy, a bit more
Meaty?
Yeah,
like
meaty.
coffee, like my coffee?
Yeah, like my coffee. It was full of meat.
Yeah.
They had connections. They had like
too much
family and
meat.
stuff. They had a little more pictures. So I was like, okay, this could be a real person.
Like me, too much meat.
Yeah, and I think that this was like a bot. This was not like a person. Like their responses were not at all linked to what I was saying, because if they were, then they would have stopped very quickly. So I only have 3 screenshots. So the conversation, I don't know where exactly it starts, but we'll skip to the good stuff. This bot's name was Shay, and
The meaty stuff.
yeah,
I don't know why I said like, the meaty stuff.
Tender.
yeah.
The
That
meaty.
neither of you should be talking anymore. This is the talking stick, and I'm holding it.
Shut up! I have you talking.
Aha!
Holding the talking stick.
Yeah, and I have the talking board.
So Shay asks, or Shay says, I am lying in my bed naked, watching TV. Do you like sex? I said, no. God will strike me down if I hold hands before marriage.
Preach.
Shay ignores this and says, I love sex. Are you alone now? I said, I am surrounded by my devout brothers and sisters in holy chastity. Shay says, I'm all alone, but I'm hot. Do you want to try me?
Try me.
I don't know exactly what that means. I said, if you're hot, you should get an ice pack or something. Bathe yourself in the cool waters of the Lord.
Right.
Says, I am going to show you my beautiful P word on camera, and you will show me your beautiful C word if that does not bother you.
Wait, she said that. Or did you?
Yeah.
Who said that?
No, she said that.
Okay.
I supplemented the words with
No,
radius
I was
safe
like,
words.
no. I was like, did you really type
No.
that without the?
Yeah. She said, or I said, if you show me a vagina, I will be barred from the gates of heaven, and I will strike you down for cursing my existence with a burden of knowledge. She said, no, that I won't do anything wrong. We will have fun. Said, if you want to have fun, meet me at the church, and we will get on our knees in worship of the Lord our God. She said, okay.
Hey, you converted her.
She then stopped responding to me.
Okay.
So I said, so do you want to meet and worship God or not? Please, Shay, I need this. And that was the end of that discussion. But
She said okay though, so like eventually
maybe she went to the church and I just missed her.
Oh, that would suck.
Yeah.
Dude,
That would be
y'all
very
supposed to get
tragic.
baptized together.
Yeah.
What?
Don't worry about it.
I love people though that like it. This is completely unrelated, but like what if she responds like later and it's just like I love people that like wait like weeks to respond and as if
Yeah.
nothing happened. Like I was talking about this person who just asked me for money, like a friend from high school.
Well, like an actual friend from high school for real asking you for money?
Yeah.
That's funny.
And by the way, they're not smart about it. It's like if you give me $20 when I get my paycheck, I'll give you $40. And I was like, or you could just take the 20 and give it back later. This is why you keep needing $40 because you keep giving it away. Like, and obviously they wouldn't have given it back to me, but they like. I was like, I'm not gonna do that, but I actually had a conversation with them, just like, hey, what are you doing now? Like, oh, you moved to this place, cool, that's cool, and then like, they'll just respond like a week later as if nothing happened. I'm like, I feel like after 24 hours, you either should explain what you just did, like why you did not respond, or just don't respond at all. Yeah. Like I got a lot of messages on Facebook Messenger, and I don't use it until recently. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't have it before. I said, like, like explain, hey, I'm not weird and didn't respond to you for 3 months. I just didn't have this app.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, we already... Didn't we talk about Allie on the show before?
We did, not on the show.
We didn't on the show? Okay, well, for reference, I have a friend from high school who would take actual, like, a month in between responding to my text, and it was hilarious. And she hasn't texted me again since, so I'm assuming she's just forgotten about me, which is whatever, I don't care. But, like, it's just funny. I think, like... I don't know if I have time to get into that. There's just, like, the only other interesting story I can think about through Facebook Messenger was a very long series of events that occurred with the only person that I still talk to from when I lived in Illinois, named Lauren. And I can give, like, a brief rundown.
Okay.
But...
We have time. Please.
Yeah. So, I'm surprised I haven't told you guys the story before, but I don't think I have. So, I had a friend when I lived in Illinois. Her name was Lauren. So, I was in Illinois until 4th grade. So, not like if not, I barely remember anyone from there. It's not super serious. But Lauren was my, I guess, girlfriend. But I mean, it's 4th grade, so like, can you call it a girlfriend?
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, like as much as girlfriends as you can be in 4th grade. We were that. And I moved to Florida, and we still talked some. We sent letters, and it was sweet, and so on. And, but it was whatever. Get around to high school, probably freshman, sophomore year, I think. Can't remember exactly when. Around that area, and we start talking again over Facebook, and we're catching up and doing all this. She's telling me about her gymnastics and all that stuff, and it was chill, it was fine. It was casual until we talk about how we used to be really close and we used to be like dating and stuff, and she's like, technically we never stopped dating.
Uh-oh.
And I was like, sure, I guess.
Child support bills.
She got you for 18 years.
You gonna tell her you cheated on her? Or should I?
Now, I was half like lonely and was playing along, and half was just like playing along because it was interesting.
Sorry, when was this again?
Like freshman, sophomore year of high school. But it still had been like 6, 7, 8 years since we had met each other in person. And so at first I thought she was just like, kidding and being like, haha, yeah, it's like we're still dating and stuff, until I realized that it was very much so not. And she began messaging me very frequently. 6, 7, 8 like, years since we had met each other. What? Hello, me?
Sorry, I was just trying.
Were you just open up on the app?
Yeah, I didn't know the sound was on.
Okay. And like messaging me a lot every day, like spamming me with like, hey, like, what's up? Why are you responding to me? That kind of stuff. A lot. No. Talking normally. We video chatted a few times. For reference, she has a horrible Valley Girl accent. Like, hi, what's up? How you doing? And like that kind of thing. Quite obnoxious.
Shout out to all the people who have that accent. We're not talking about
her specific accent.
Yeah, we're just talking about Lauren. We're not talking.
I don't know anyone else with a Valley Girl accent.
I don't either, actually.
And there were a few things that she said that were like very strange and alarming. I think there's no way I'd be able to find it in a reasonable period of time. But there was at one point where she was like saying something that was like kind of violent, but like in a joking manner. I don't remember. I wish I remembered what it was. It was something like, God. I mean, it was something edgy, but it was something like, yeah, you don't want to mess with me or I'll be like your worst nightmare. And I was like, I really don't want you to be my worst nightmare. I want you to leave me alone. So it's just, I mean, it's not, I can't make the story as funny as it ought to be because I don't have a perfect recollection, nor do I have the messages up at the moment, but it was just a long series of that for a long time until eventually she just kind of got over it and we moved on with our lives.
Yeah, I mean, high school relationships are weird too. I feel like, especially if they're weird.
Well, it wasn't really even a relationship. I never actually considered.
You were dating and you're still dating.
Okay,
that's
You've never stopped.
You never stopped, right?
No, she's had a boyfriend for like a year now.
So she's cheating. She's cheating on you.
Yeah, I'm mortified.
What's her name? Shout her out right now. This is like an episode of Maury right now.
Lauren, I told you.
No. We need her full name.
Yeah.
First name.
We already know Lauren
name,
from Illinois. All right, that narrows it down to probably 300,000 people.
I don't know if she still lives in Illinois. I think she does, but I don't know.
We have to assume she lives in Illinois. Otherwise the trail ends there.
But any of you guys know a Lauren Guare. There you go.
I was joking.
What? It's not like there's no
call her out for cheating on my boy Joe.
Do it right now. We want to hear it live.
Hey, Joe says hi, and then just start.
Well, see, it would be more problematic if Lauren heard the show because she would know that I never actually considered us having dated again and was just.
Then she will be.
Then she's gonna be your worst nightmare.
Yeah, then she's gonna be my worst nightmare, and I don't really want to deal with that.
Lauren, first off, if you're listening, how'd you find us? Welcome to the show. Welcome to Smiling Rooney. Second, Lauren, I don't know if you were here for the beginning of the show, but I am single. I will let you be my worst nightmare.
I can show you.
No. Oh, sure.
And 3, if you are here,
Uh-huh.
and if you are considering being Joe's worst nightmare, can you like at least wait until like the summer so you can terrorize him by himself? And
Yeah, so he's not
me and
living
him?
with Marquez. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't want to deal with that.
yeah. Just live Joe by himself. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, man. He got
You
his,
dug this hole. You can sleep
He
in
got
it.
his dad. He got his mom and his grandma. He'll be
There you go.
fine.
It's her and her fantastic new boyfriend. Hopefully that she's not his worst nightmare. Hopefully she's a delightful dream.
When was this picture?
I don't know. This is just the most recent picture on her account.
Joe, she looks like she's 12 years old.
She's not. She's the same age as me.
Yeah, and I don't believe that. She looks really young.
It's just in that particular
Joe.
picture.
No, I'm kidding. I'm not. But she just looks kind of young. She looks young.
She looks young in this particular photo. I don't know why.
Okay, Lauren, I take back everything I said about you being my worst. I don't want you.
I never considered that.
Legally, I have to say that I don't. I was joking. It's okay if it's everything I say. It's okay if it's a joke.
Yeah. Let's just
That'll hold up in court. Why are you looking at me like that?
Your Honor, it was a bit.
Your Honor, it was funny.
Your Honor, it was for the clout. I'm sorry.
Your Honor, I did it for the vine. Your Honor, I was triple dog dared.
Your Honor, I thought she was a bot. Please.
Your Honor, come on. Give me a break, bro. Come on.
So this is the last. Give me a break, bro.
Come on.
Your Honor, it'd be super cool if you didn't do what you're about to do.
Your Honor, please.
12 years. Ah, come on, bro.
It'd be a lot cooler if you didn't.
But like, what if
Your
I
Honor, I
just...
need this.
But what if like Uno reverse? You get 12 years. Ah.
Your Honor, I left the stove on. I gotta go.
Your Honor, how was I supposed to know Gorilla Glue in your hair isn't a good thing? That's,
So like it says it on the bottle.
I can't believe that happened. You know, like I can't believe.
My friend got Gorilla Glue on his weenie. Yesterday,
Okay.
I think.
Who?
William.
William got Gorilla Glue on his William.
Yeah, apparently.
His Willie.
He was using glue to fix. He does like a lot of medieval stuff. He had like an axe that he was trying to fix, and he got it on his hands, and then went to the bathroom and didn't pay attention.
Oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense than the mental image of William making medieval stuff completely naked.
Hey, William, what you doing? I'm sharpening my axe with Gorilla Glue.
With Gorilla Glue.
I don't understand why this isn't working.
It's just getting
Just looks
stuck.
down. He's like, "Oh no." How did that story end?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I just heard that he got Gorilla Glue.
So
He got
he's
glued.
still there, is what that means.
I would assume. And if you have you experienced Gorilla Glue like on your hands, like on skin?
It's
Tremendously unpleasant.
Yeah.
I've never experienced it.
Now
Don't
on
want
that area though,
It's like
how it could be tremendously pleasant.
I promise you it wouldn't. It feels
It's like sandpaper though. You just got to get used to it.
Yeah, it just makes your skin feel like sandpaper, like really, like not as like rough as sandpaper, but like just incredibly dry. And
Oh
like,
yeah, that's what I was referring to when I said sandpaper. That's what I meant. I did a hand motion. So,
Did I, dude?
I certainly didn't. You're right. You're absolutely
I
right.
really didn't.
So before we wrap up, this is going to be our last show until spring break is done. So
No.
if you,
I'll be here.
all right, Joe will be here.
I'm always here.
Joe Marquez has never left. So I will be gone. But
won't.
so here's
you
what
guys want
happened.
to show up next Tuesday and throw peanuts at Marquez in his radio chamber. You can.
Yeah, if you can get in here, just actually hurt him.
No, well, I mean,
Just
like
Gorilla
he lives
Glue
in
his-
here, and we only come in here on Tuesdays to feed him.
Oh,
So if you guys
that's
wanna
true.
go, like, stand
Well,
outside
I
the
think you
windows
can
and
last a
throw peanuts.
week. It's a week. It's fine.
Just leave me with
Well,
water.
yeah, but I'm saying it just in case if anyone wants to throw peanuts at him for fun.
Oh, okay, and then just like laugh at him and
Yeah.
just be like, haha, you were.
You can, like through the windows, like a little slot.
Imprisoned.
Like,
You better hope I don't get out the door.
If you get out of the door, you better run, which he will beat you.
he's gonna be my worst nightmare.
That would be your worst nightmare.
Marquez and Lauren will run up to you and okay. So what happened last semester or last year was we came back from spring break. We did one show, and then it all went away. So I should just encourage everyone to please be safe this spring break because we want to be back and we want to finish out the year normally. But What were you thinking I was going to say? So, but I'm not your parents. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm not one of those shows that's like, you need to do this because I'm correct. I don't care. If you're not going to wear your mask, don't get me sick. I don't really care otherwise. But, so is there anything else you guys would like to say before we wrap up for today and for possibly forever?
Listen.
Uh-huh.
Thomas may not be a parent.
Okay.
But I will be your guardian angel.
I don't know if we should go here, but
you better take care of yourself for the break and love yourself. Have fun.
Oh, screw that. No.
Marquez has custody on the weekdays. Thomas has custody on the weekends, and I have custody at the nighttime.
I'm like the... So Marquez is like the parent. I'm like the just weird babysitter, and Joe's the uncle.
Come on over to Uncle Joe's basement.
Thank you guys so much. This is what happens when we don't plan.
Don't give me a script, and I'm going to kidnap people.
So next semester, excuse me. Who knows at this point? Next time, I have a few things planned.
10 kids in my basement.
I have a few things planned. I was going to revisit the mascot game because I found a lot more.
Ooh.
So I was going to revisit that. I found a game. You guys know it. Will you press the button?
Yeah.
We could do stuff like that. We definitely plan on doing another Q&A before the year ends because I try to do like 2 every. I want to say season, but that's not. That makes us sound more official than we are. So I have some plans, and I'd love you guys' input. I'd love, because those are ideas. Those aren't plans, I should say. I also don't look at the clock. I decide when we end.
All right,
the bell does not dismiss you.
I dismiss you. We're gonna. All right. So now tune into SRUD Part 2, which is at 2:00, because we don't have another show after us. I've decreed. We actually do have another show after. Feel free to stick around for Fandoms Weekly with Bailey. And do you guys have anything else to say to the wonderful audience? Do you have any pep talk? Any parenting tips, Joe? Just breathe lightly into their ear. Okay.
I was trying to think.
I already said my piece, so Joe, it's your turn.
See, I've been funny all episode. I can't.
Have you?
Yes. I'm always funny.
That's true. That's absolutely true.
I'm always funny, and you're trying to force one last funny out of me, and I just can't get it there.
All right, so this has been the Smiling Grim Unicorn of Doom. We will see you guys in a few weeks. Have a good spring break. Don't put Gorilla Glue on your willy, and we will see you guys next week or next 2 weeks. Stay awesome. Peace.